day, everybody. Good day, good people. What are we doing? What we doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope this day finds you in good health, stability, prosperity. And if you find yourself struggling, may you find swift amelioration towards your progress. Okay? We're one day closer to all things good that's coming to us from these markets, especially this DeFi market. We're one day closer to the next all-time high for the system, ecosystem coins such as Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X. INC, can't forget INC, incentive, and can't forget everything else worth talking about or worth having. Can't forget them, right? There's one thing I could tell you right now, because that, it's looking like you could forget, because what I'm going to say, is looking like you could forget what I'm hoping and wishing. You want to talk about copium? You want to talk about hopium? Like another person made, some said that they rather smoke meth. They rather use meth than cope in crypto. No, I'm not. I don't agree with that analogy at all. Don't play with things like that. It's not even funny to me. People do have struggles, substance abuse issues, all kinds of issues, right? Legal issues. People been locked in the penal system before, trying to re-enter society and having a hard time maintaining, right? But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell y'all, it's just you're living through history, which consistently leaves a trail. A trail of what? I want to be who I am. Some trails are a trail of tears, yo. So I'm gonna be who I am by telling you that. Like the patterns, right? The patterns of behavior, the patterns of activity tell the story. They just do. It's not brand new. Shout out to the chat. We'll get to y'all in a minute. Godfather J6, Finn Band, the building, of course. Salute to you and Tin Top. The trifecta's in the building right now. Shout out to the viewers. But hey, those of us that have been in this thing for a long time, many Hexicans. First of all, I'm gonna rewind this. Shout out to the person who coined the term Hexican. Shout out to that guy. I'm not sure if y'all even know who that is, but I have a good idea. Yeah, because I was around. That's nothing. That has no value. It doesn't matter. That's no value. Who cares? But people like to talk about how they call the top. Yeah, they call the bottoms, and they call the sideways and leftways, upwards and forwards. Right? I'm gonna say, well, I have a good idea. I know where the source came from. 100%. Y'all wouldn't believe it though, but hey, such is life. These things are repetitive. You can't, it's like what they say. You can't. A zebra can't change its stripes. A leopard can't change its spots. Right? Where there's smoke, there's fire. Well, in the words of Jesse James, not wow. I'm dating myself, not Jesse James. We're not doing Jesse James today. We're talking about Jesse, the cowboy culture. Shout out to the Southerners, right? In the western part of the world by way of United States, everybody from the South, and you represent that culture as far as cowboys. Salute. Everybody got a purpose. You know what I mean? But if you're constantly doing the same thing, you're giving away who you are. But let me go back. Let me go back because I know sometimes I jump all over the place when I'm talking, but it all goes back to a certain point. It all goes back to a framework. Look at the title of this joint. Look at the title of this joint, of this John, like they say up in Philly. Shout out to people in Northeast, Philadelphia, Philly. Shout out to the whole, everybody that's in this crypto space and DeFi that's just wasting their time with me right now, rocking and rolling. This is what we doing. This is what we doing. You know? Slow burn. It's gonna be another slow burn. Slow. I'm gonna burn, 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 slow. History. You gotta respect it. I don't remember a lot. I'm at a certain age. You know? So things are just what it is. But you guys got you have to stop sometimes see things for what they are. I had to. I had to see things for what they are. I had to say to myself, Wonder, you need to remove yourself from your own way. Take yourself out of your own path. Stop blocking your own path. Okay? Who cares about this man's top hat that he wears in his profile picture? Okay? Who cares about the candelabra? Who cares about this the high chair? The man want to feel like he's a king? Let him be a king. That's his castle. Let him do that. Who cares about him looking like a magician and talking all this stuff? Who cares about this six-sided shape that got fuchsia colors, magenta? And when I talk to people in my community, they think is all things related to everything zesty. Who cares? Who cares? Because when you look at the performance of this thing, right? Because in the beginning, I was tap dancing on top of all the Hex believers. I was tap dancing, doing the jig. I was battling in my mind. I was battling the likes of Sammy Davis Jr. Battling, tap dancing. Who could tap better? Tap dancing, because I thought it was curtains. I thought it was curtains for Hex. Oh yeah. The first month into the new year, into 2020, when we were hearing the rumblings about that craziness going on in China, that time, right? Yeah. We didn't care about what was going on in China. We only cared about what was going on in DeFi. Yeah. Yeah. I was tap dancing off of even over Tokenaire. Tap dancing. Doing battle routines, songs and everything. Trolling. Oh yeah. Didn't think y'all were worth anything at all. I didn't care. I didn't think any of your projects, the Tokenaire. I was bombing on Trevon and Tokenaire back then. Craig Grant and all them. Bombing on it for years. And then Richard, I'm seeing, Richard, who's this? You talking about? What you talking about? Oh, you dropping some what? A CD on a blockchain? What kind of bizarre adoption app? What type of time are you on? I thought I had all the information I needed. What you mean 08? What's a 08? Where's the ETH going? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk English. Talk to me nice. And he wasn't doing that. He was extremely blunt, straight to the point, cursing people out, basically demolishing them. And I didn't like any of it. I didn't care. I thought he was cursing the crypto space just by way of the name of the token. I'm like, yo, this gotta be a maximum joke. Has to be. You call your token Hex and you proud? That's what, and then those colors? This what you do? Grown men wearing that on their body, like their clothes, tattoos. This is what y'all doing? Jewelry? This is what you're doing? Oh no! Oh no! Can't have that. That was me. That was me. Dismissing everything dealing with the actual function of the thing, of the token, man. Dismissing it. I'm not giving up my precious ETH. I'm not giving up my precious BTC. I don't care if it's free. I don't know this guy. Were you doing me a favor? Dude, that was me and my obstinate, a stubborn unwillingness to get out of my own way. Thought I knew I was doing something. Oh, first day. Oh, what was the drop? How? Oh, and for how long were you guys at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom? Like 40 days. I was tap dancing, doing routines. It was marvelous. I didn't care. Because I thought I was doing something. Until January turned around. Oh, yeah. Middle of January. I heard through the crypto grapevine, the Telegram grapevine, the social media grapevine, right? Oh, somebody did a 4X in one day with Hex. A 4X? What you talking about? 4X? What you mean somebody did a 4? What? And they're lying. This was the middle of January. This was like the second week. Right after it experienced its all-time low. 4 zeros and a digit. 4 zeros and a 4 or a 5 or something like that. Like the second week after that, people started seeing an uptrend, right? People started, yo, lady, listen, hey, you guys, look, you can still listen. What do you think about this? I know you guys were talking crap about Hex, but look, this thing is going up at multiples and multiples. And I'm like, put my nose in the air, act as if I was superior. I'm like, dismiss all that. Who cares? And that was a great come up. Instead of congratulating, right? Just at least being happy that there's other people in the community that are experiencing good things and, you may want to participate too. I put my nose up in the air. I said, nah, I'm better than that. Whatever, I know more and I don't need anything. Like, what? I don't need anything Hex related, please. It's the worst mistake I ever made in my financial life, yo. Dismissing that. For real. Because ever since that point, from that point to like September of the following year, I'm still in the system. I'm still when I say system, in the industry, I'm still holding on to whatever I was dealing with. I'm still there. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't leave the space. I could have enjoyed the spoils of what this token brought. And I blocked myself. But you know what? A lot of people that got into the community, right, were part of other communities. Came from other communities where they got scammed, yo. They got scammed. And y'all not gonna admit it because you think it's in the past, but sometimes you gotta dig up some information. You gotta go do your research. The Digging in the Crates Collective from the BX, baby. You gotta go dig in those crates. Shout out to all the hip hop heads who know what I'm talking about, man. It's a hip hop thing. Anyway, whatever. That got nothing to do with nothing. A lot of y'all came from a certain project that scammed y'all, of course. But y'all gotta, you pretend like you don't know, and you just went on to greener and better pastures, and that's great. That's great. But that project that scammed y'all, right? That project that scammed y'all is part of your history, and it's not some big connect. It's not big. It's not big connect. No, no, no. Might have been one of them, but big connect. No, 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 not big connect. Big connect was already out 22 months before, was already down and scammed out 22 months or so before Hex launched. So it got nothing to do with BTC or BCC, I should say. And the same project that scammed a lot of y'all who joined Hex, right? The same activities, the same marketing, the same gimmicks, the same promotions, the same lies, the same pushing of the goalpost further and further and further and further that was going on in that community is what you see going on today. It's nothing new. A lot of you don't know. You think you're waiting on something that's legit, and you hope you hope that it strikes. You hope that it strikes. But I'm gonna tell you before I end this stream. I'm gonna tell you something before I end this stream, yo. That if you see, I'm gonna tell y'all, but maybe I shouldn't, because if they're listening, it's like but who cares? I'm telling y'all because if they're listening, I'm not trying to censor even myself, but I'm saying like this: there's certain clues, folks, that you can see that it's all in your, it's hiding. It's not even hiding. It's in plain sight. It's in your grill. It's in your face. It's in your face, like them diapers we had to wear for 3 years. It's like that. Like these things are, stop it. 5, like the young kids used to say, wake up, realize what's what. I'm gonna still ponder on it while I discuss some of these things with you before I leave, because today's not gonna be one of those, I'm just building with the people. Just building with the people. You gotta make the things connect the dots, folks. You see certain things taking place, it's familiar, it's reminiscent, right? Oh yeah, extremely nostalgic for all the wrong reasons of how multiple rugs have occurred in the past. Now it's when testnet. Now it's testnet soon. Yo, y'all gotta see things for what they effing are. Everybody who got in that is holding a loss. You're at a zero, nothing, only hopes and ether, literally, like ephemeral, intangible, just things that you just, listen, it's either you live your life or you'll just be in a position or in a state of just consistent angst, anxiety, frustration, waiting on a testnet of a testnet or an announcement of a stream that's leading to nowhere, because it's going to point back to you of another update of a testnet of a coming soon announcement to these stupid ass projects that y'all been waiting for, yo. Because at this point, the thing don't even make sense. Like, you look at this whole thing, compounding, amplifying, like compounding, blase blah. This language and talk, these people, and you could tell a lot of them just weren't around. A lot of them weren't around. We were hearing about reinvest in 2017 with BitConnect. They introduced that. Compound. Instead of taking your earnings, you reinvest. Y'all gotta be careful, man. And that's not the scam that I'm talking about, that the people left to go to Hex. And I'm talking about retail people who are waiting for this project to deliver whatever they've been promising to the people 4 years ago. When they were in the project rocked them to sleep in a bad way, in a mean way, yo. Mean, 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 mean. Hard, like folks have been scarred by a multitude of projects, especially this specific one, man. It's real talk. And then you see in folks like giving up announcements like these people right here with some Power City and would you like to use liquid loans? Like they're right. Like y'all gotta see this tweet they just put out or whatever. I just saw it today and I was like, up. I need to build with the people. I need to build with the people. I need to build with the people and tell the people what I think about this foolishness. Because at this point, it's just you just have to laugh. Keeps you from doing something that may not be healthy. You just have to laugh. And I'm doing this for people who have pulled my coat and told me that they sacrificed for these things, y'all. They sacrificed. That's why I keep talking about it, because it doesn't serve me. I get nothing out of this. Nothing. I'm not doing it to get anything out of it either. I do this because it's the right effing thing to do, to show people what's what out here. Because after a while, you look at whatever, and it is a thing too, man. Sometimes things could have really began like you thinking about something, you want to draft up a plan, you want to do some crowdfunding or something because you have an idea, you want to introduce it to the world and make things better for people, including yourself. That's noble. There's nothing wrong with that in a sense. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you discover that whatever you may be too ambitious, that's okay too, right? Do right by the effing people, yo. But don't, you could be too ambitious. You'd be like, oh man, I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe it's not. It's been too long, et cetera, et cetera. But make some decisions. But when you keep kicking the goalposts, you kick the can so many miles and kilometers down the road. After a while, you don't even see the can anymore, yo. Like, folks, what is this? What kind of bat signal or Wu-Tang Clan signal you putting up in the sky talking about, hey, we still around. What do you think about creating you want to use liquid loans? This is Power City. You want to use liquid loans, huh? You're interested in trustless yield? How about compounding? Yeah. You could use the amplifier and do this amplifier with an amplifier. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. At this point, the thing looks like Mickey Mouse. Like y'all like it's looking crazy in these streets for y'all. Yo, this look like the super joke. This is comedy. It's not. You really gonna take this serious at this point, y'all? Y'all really gonna take this serious? You gonna take it serious? Really? Really? Because who got caked up? Who got? Hey, you already know. You know who got the back? It wasn't y'all, because y'all gave it up. Y'all gave it up, and you kissed it goodbye because of the magical tactical of the no expectations of the expectations of having no expectations. So you don't, had to deal with that for 2 years. That programming. Had to deal with it. It was what it was. It's not a shot. It's just real. And not only did you have to deal with that programming for the RH tokens, you also had to deal with for everything else you sacrificed for all some extras. Anything else you decide, you say, oh, I'm gonna play with this, I'm gonna play with that, and then we all wonder why the charts are reflecting the way what they're reflecting. Why they're still so low? Why? Because your attention got fragmented, got distracted, pulled in so many different directions. That's not hard. I don't have to be a TA person to talk about that. I don't have to be a technical, schmectical analysis paralysis to even say that and see that. Stevie and Ray could see right through all this, y'all. You tell them, yo, you tell anybody in the world, yo, who got some kind of sense of what you did. Forget about even the RH, because that's even madness. We just gave so much and with no expectations because it was for freedom of speech and movement. Granted, blah, blah, blah. We were recipients of the airdrops. Boom. Boom. Keep it moving. But that was lunacy. That was absolute lunacy. That's why we're going to make it. Because not everybody could do what we do, and they're going to think we're all crazy. We out of our noodles. That's it, man. Go get your 730 evaluation from the court for mental health. That's what we like. That's how the real world will look at us. Now, and that's from a founder who solidified his position 100%. And we still look crazy doing what we did. Because guess what? It's revolutionaries. We avant-garde, tip of the spear. We taking all the hits for everybody else. It's what we gotta go through. Ups and downs. You think people are really gonna understand? You think the modern day populace and brainless sheep are gonna understand what the risk takers are doing? No, they're not. They're not. On top of that, you went even more. You went deeper and deeper into the risk bowl and tank, and said, "Oh, these guys be looking mad oily and sweaty, but I like the way they talk and what they're saying about some liquid loans and some Power City. They got the same colors. Liquid loans got the same colors like the Pulse Chain logo. Is okay? I'll take it. Yay! Why not? Take it. Yeah. No sacrifice. Based on what? People who had nothing to show you, nothing to show and prove, nothing, no record, no track record, no pattern, no nothing. So tell me what made sense in doing anything like that. You can't. Outside of saying, yep, today I'm going to go and play the Powerball. I'm going to go to the convenience store and get me a scratch off called Liquid Loans. Give me another scratch off called Power City. You just scratch off. That's how you guys see it and treat it. And all the other sacrifices that came out that have since yet to launch. And those that have scammed, that's crazy. That's crazy. But if you see ads, you see posts, you're seeing like whatever updates of an update, videos about nothing, about telling you to just hold on, about telling you coming soon, not soon, but soon. Real talk. Depths of the bowels of this DeFi space. A lot of y'all are surface level. You have no idea what you talk about. You think you know, you don't even know. When you go to the grit, the depths of the bow, this is what you find. You find folks who just clown you for even speaking real, so speaking the truth. They'll straight up clown you. Controlled opposition for real. This is done on purpose. On purpose, right? So it's about founders and their gang of people who believe in them and who are close to them, right? That becomes well off in all these situations. You think the founders and their people are suffering? No, they don't care. What incentivization, keeps them interested in delivering when you just drop 65 milli on two of them things, man? 51 for LL and 15 or 16 or whatever, 15, 13, blah, blah, blah for Power City. What we talking about? What y'all doing that's going to help, you know, what? You going to be the next Ethereum? What you trying to do? You got so many dexes out here. One of them even try to talk about being a Pulse X killer already. And they struggling right now, yo. You got a dex that came out that talked about trying to be a Pulse X killer before they came out, just to engender hype. Why is it that when something is about a hype, everybody want to jump in? And then soon after, it dies down and it stays down for a minute until what? It reignites again. Why is it like that? Why is it like that with so many issues, so many trash talkers? Because this is what they are. They're just simply there to get you all emotionally charged, make you feel like you're gonna win, right? And that you don't want to miss out. And it's just the opportunity for you to lose everything because somebody's waiting right there with their buckets. And while you pouring all your money in, they running away. They getting their coffers filled, and then it's gonna be thank you very much. See you never want to see you again. Sorry, not sorry. And that's what it is. That's what's happening here. But this right here, this right here, this right here is not new. You got people who've come out with projects, different communities, telling people for long periods of time, oh, when is this gonna happen? Oh, don't worry, we got you. You know, this is what's going on. We're going to have a meeting. We're going to have a conference. We're going to have a stream. It's going to be live. You guys can participate. Nothing that you want to hear. They're not going to tell you anything you want to hear. Nothing. But rock you to sleep. Look at the ad. The ad couldn't even, you got what? 15 mil? That's the best you could produce? The thumbnail is trash. You couldn't even, have like some type of whatever person interview, get somebody from, some remote part of the world and talk on your behalf to make it even look like you're trying to do something. Get a little app from Apple Play, Samsung or whatever. Get a little app and get your video game up or something like. You can't even. Y'all just thumbnailed the trash and this. What? This protocol and that protocol. Nobody cares about the protocol. You know how many times we've heard about some protocol? And what you gonna do that's so remarkable, so groundbreaking? What you bring into the world? Nothing people want to believe. At this point, they just want their bread. Bread. You think I'm trusting these folks right here about some stable coin protocol, son? What are you talking about? To battle with the likes of Tether, DAI, USDC? I'm gonna buy into your fantasy, your crackerjack cereal box offering. What are you talking about? Y'all gotta wake up, man. I'm telling you, man. And that's me. I don't care. Y'all do what you want to do. Crypto's a solo sport, man. Y'all do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do what you want to do. But look at that. Oh, and the project. The former project that folks got scammed in, that a lot of the viewers, but not viewers, I keep saying viewers or whatever, but the participants that jumped into Hex was arbitraging.co. Yeah. And those who know about that know what I'm saying about this, what the connections and how they got scammed and what it felt like. Yeah, because you had to been there to experience it. You had to been there. And some of the things that these people do today, rock you to sleep, tell you, oh, they're coming out with this. Hold on. Oh, no, it's going to be this platform, this upgrade, this robot, this A-bot, this, that. All kinds of whatever. But then and I'm telling y'all this too, because nobody cares. So it's what it is. If these fools, because I'm going to just say what it is, because who cares? Because they telling you, some Fetch Oracle and some Metro Oracle and Snatch Oracle and Oracle. You got what? How much mil and blah, blah, blah? Whatever. Who cares? They come out and tell you about, they introduce something. Well, I'm not going to say it because a lot of y'all act like, and it's them, right? They be acting like they have one up on everybody else. They act like they have one up on everybody else. And it's foul, folks. It's foul. If y'all could not pull through on what you got going on, admit it and do right by the people. At least give them back to save your reputation. But a lot of times people don't care about their reputation enough to save the people who supported them. the strangers that supported them, the strangers that gave them money. They don't care. It's not about that. It's about their own needs. It's about being selfish. It's about having no type of conscience whatsoever. You're dealing with sociopaths. You're dealing with people who don't care, have no feelings or empathy for nothing except whatever they got going on. And that's what you find here. And they don't care because it's easy with crypto. Look how easy it was for you to give all types of money that way to them. And for you to hold a bag and of wondering and hoping on something materializes. Oh, just man, maybe not next. Now you know you're not gonna see anything for the rest of this year. Don't even act like you're gonna see something for the rest of this year. Don't act like just because October went by, we got 2 more months left. No, you're not gonna see nothing. I'm saying that. I'm saying that, and I'm saying that. So it's a wash. You got too many things go. You crazy? 65 mil, and it's the holidays. What do you think is gonna? What? 65 mil? They had to stretch that. You had to stretch that. You had to make that stretch. You know what I'm saying? You had to make that stretch. You know what I mean? 2 years ago, you got to stretch that. You got to flip it. You know, when the USDC debacle happened earlier this year, these people fucked up $1 million bag. They call themselves doing something and trading, try to save whatever. They fucked up $1 million bag, yo. Messing around trying to save themselves out of some kind of whatever because USDC depegged for a weekend. And then you have people in the community identifying activity that's taking place in the blockchain when people are moving monies around from the sacrifice addresses, right? This is reminiscent of what took place with arbitraging.co back in 2018 and 19, right? Where 2 main players that I respect to this day, right, became famous for doing the analysis that was required and presented it to the entire community and had to engender hate, had to engender all types of disparaging energy and negativity. But they showed right on chain. They showed the activity that was taking place on chain of how bad these people were lying to their community, how bad those founders were fleecing the community. The proof was right there, verified on chain. So you don't have to tell me nothing anymore, especially after this week. Another content creator who felt like he was fighting this fight by himself in this community, who's been saying it for over 2 years at this point, felt like he was fighting this fight by himself with no help from the community. Identity block. No help. And I didn't even know back then he was doing all that. I didn't know. And I was already in the community. And I did my first video about liquid loans November 2021. He did his in October. I had no idea. And we were on the same. So it just goes to show you certain things about, oh man, if one person, if this thing raises an eyebrow over here or red flag over there, maybe other people might see and feel how you do. Like minds might think alike. I'm not saying, it shows you're not crazy. But when he identified so far, oh, this address, it's this and these funds are being moved from this, it was nothing more you need to tell me. Like, there's nothing more about nothing. Like, y'all winging a prayer. You want to keep on hoping and wishing some, materializes for you? It's on you. It's on you. Look at these wacky little ads, man. Compounding. Crazy basic font. No, nothing. No texture. You don't even have enough wherewithal or care enough to even, artificially augment or use AI in your work, in your editing. You can't even do that. You could do that for free. You got a $65 million bag. People crazy, man. People crazy. Shout out to the chat. I can't see y'all today, but I got to go. I want y'all to have a good day, good afternoon, good everything that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? This is all about being vigilant. That's all. Being vigilant and protecting everything you have, man. Protecting everything you have. Listen, man, good intentions were paved all. You listen, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. If y'all couldn't deliver, then admit it. Do what you gotta do or whatever. Tell the community and do right by the effing community and be a first mover in that way where you could garner the respect and say, oh, you know what? Nah, but you know, because y'all looking crazy, man. You already jumped ship in the middle of last year to go join another project that you look like you in cahoots together because you cross-referencing, asking from your polls in Power City, oh, would you like to do something with liquid loans too? So that seemed like y'all together. Like, what are y'all talking about, man? Trying to confuse the people, but people really know what it is. Y'all crazy with it, man. It is what it is, man. Good luck, like Wales only said. And yo, another thing too. I'm looking at these weird 9-inch. I hope whatever you got going on or whatever 9-inch, you do right by the people too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the folks are looking crazy, and I understand how the beginnings when you launch anything, things don't always work out right. Hell, I was a tap dancing Hex hater 4 years ago. Facts. So I get it. For the first 40 days, I was shitting all over all of y'all that was like suffering. Meanwhile, it was the worst one, the worst thing. I should have did the exact opposite. So I get it when you launch something and it's all crazy, whatever, UI issues, blah, blah, blah. But you got certain founders that are next to you, dude, that, have been a part of other issues. Like, it's like, let me just tell you like this, man. Folks have to see people for who they are. See people for who they are. I don't really care for Randy Halarski like that. I don't know him. It's nothing about nothing. But what I'm saying here is this. When I saw him talk about he didn't see a problem with Dodeca last year, when he said online, you didn't see a problem with Dodeca. Because when you hold Dodeca, you earning Hex. Being who you are and being some type of voice, and when the people lend you their confidence, right? Your voice has weight, has power. Your reputation, you have some type of say, and folks are gonna follow you. They're gonna believe in what you're saying. That's simple. This is simple. And what happened after Dodeca, after that little whatever he said, very soon after that, Dodeca run. And this is a guy who, been in crypto for a very long time. People care. They care about what he has to say. Love to hear his input on everything. But this is what you did. And you close to 9-inch right now. And you telling people 9-inch the first week, they can't access the front end UI that they need to learn. And then you do another video that you also suffering with the front end issues. And which is it? What are you talking about, man? Make it make sense. People watching. Y'all profess to be OGs and you've been in there since the beginning and all this type of stuff. But you're not being real by saying certain things, and then you flip it and just say something else. Yeah, like this is what people see. This is what they see. It's weird. Makes you believe that, the whole thing about people who are close to founders do get rich as well. Like that's just what it is. That's one of the rules that, even your man Buck had to tell his people in the Illuminati group, yo, this is what goes on. He understood it. The devil be understanding what's going on, man. Don't hate the message. The you know what I'm saying? Don't hate the message at some point. Just the message right now is a hard pill to swallow. It's what it is. A lot of these founders right here, a lot of these founders that got kicked up, they got the bag. Who you think they bless? Everybody close to them. You don't think they got a little something? Come on, man. This guy, going back to Randy, did a video. Oh, yeah, he's gonna keep minting 9 inch forever and all kinds of stuff. I wonder why, man. Because you what? But then you telling people, oh no, they need to learn more, learn more, learn more. Why don't you teach them too? Why don't you teach them? You think that wouldn't add to your repertoire, or add to your character, sir? Teach them. Take a time in your whatever. Maybe you have. I don't know. I don't know because I'm not subscribing to stuff. I'm looking at these clips though. Historically, that's been just captured all over the place in the internet. Like, I thought this guy was a little different. But wait a minute. You just how do you? People don't know. People are listening to you. People like where's your responsibility? Where's your accountability? Oh no, do your own research type thing. That's the narrative, right? Not financial advice. Don't put more than you could afford to lose. It's things like that people do. That's why I used to get at all these other promoters back in the days. For the same reasons. Same reasons. Just like now with Richard, modern day, now he's bringing up the whole thing with SBF and all the content creators that shield SBF to the world, FTX. Same thing. Same type of thing with these guys right here, man. I'm not saying 9 inch is a complete rug, but call things down the middle and be serious. Like with people who just gave their monies up away or whatever. Just to, or do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want. Anybody can do whatever they want. But when things look crazy, it just look crazy. Most people acting like when you tell the truth, you're being negative. No, when you tell the truth, you're being honest, you're being pure, you're being genuine because it's needed. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Peace.